Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, March 15th, 2022. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Beware the Ides of March. You've been warned. Now, I will tell you, yesterday's weather, now that's what I'm talking about come springtime. But I'm not quite yet adjusted to daylight savings time. I'm usually up and walking at 6 a.m., but now I need to wait until 7. First world problems. All right, we do have some news, so let's get into it, shall we? The Arundel County Police are investigating 2 separate shootings that left 2 teens injured and a woman dead. On Sunday, police responded to 9th Street in Glen Burnie for a shooting. A 14-year-old was in a shed on his property with a friend and an unknown subject. For some reason, that unknown subject pulled a gun and shot the 14-year-old in the lower body. He'll likely be okay, as his injuries were considered non-life-threatening. And late yesterday afternoon at about 4:30, they responded to Liberty Circle in Pasadena for another shooting. Details are scant, but a 21-year-old woman was found deceased from a gunshot wound and a 16-year-old boy injured. The teen is hospitalized and his condition is unknown at this point. Police believe that 2 people were involved in the shooting and both fled the scene, one on foot. They do remain at large, and police are trying to figure out what the relationship was between the deceased woman and the injured teen, and eventually have caught the 2 at-large suspects. And not super local, but this is kind of terrifying. Police in D.C. and New York are investigating the shooting deaths of several homeless men in both cities. Police believe they are related, and they have matched them ballistically. So this is one guy traveling between 2 cities. Remember that time when the Suez Canal got all blocked up when the Ever Given got wedged? Well, another one of their ships, the Ever Forward, is not moving forward any longer. The ship was leaving Baltimore and ran aground off of Gibson Island in the Chesapeake Bay. The Coast Guard is trying to figure out how to get it ungrounded, and so far there is no timeline for that. Evergreen, the parent company, needs to really up their captain hiring game, it seems to me. Good news for Anne Arundel County and good news for the city of Annapolis. Anne Arundel County got their report card from Moody's, and our bond rating has been increased to the top tier, AAA. County Executive Pittman said it was a result of a program he put in place 3 years ago, and to be honest, I have to bet that Budget Officer Chris Trumbauer played a big part in that as well. And for Annapolis, Governor Hogan is giving the city nearly $5 million to buy the remaining land that used to make up Carr's Beach and to preserve its legacy as a tribute. Not sure what Carr's Beach is? You want to head to Rick Hutzel's Meanwhile in Annapolis home on bulletin.com. He has a great article on it. And speaking of Annapolis, it looks like we are the proud new owners of an electric ferry system to move people from Eastport to Annapolis. I guess that's in case the Eastport Bridge decides to go on strike. But in true city fashion, we are buying the $600,000 boat first, and then we're going to figure out where and how to run it sometime down the road. As we roll into spring, keep in mind that May will be bringing throngs of people in for commissioning week at the Naval Academy, and we just posted up the dates and times for all the stuff you need to know about that week. We have that pinned to the front page at eyeonannapolis.net, so you want to check it out. But if you want to write these down, the Herndon Climb is May 23rd. That's a Monday, and this year it's at 9 a.m. Usually it's at 12:30. The Blue Angels will practice at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, the 24th of May. They come back on the 25th at 2 p.m. for the actual show, and both of those are somewhat weather dependent. Thursday the 26th is the Color Parade, and if you've never seen a parade at the Naval Academy, you ought to. It is something that you definitely need to see. And finally, graduation and commissioning is on Friday the 27th. Now, we don't know who the speaker will be this year. It usually rotates between the President, Vice President, Secretary of Defense, and Secretary of the Navy. So you want to stay tuned for that. But put those dates on your calendar and check out our story at eyeonannapolis.net. It is Ticket Tuesday from Ram's Head On Stage and a bonus from ABC Events and the Maryland Wing Festival. I have great seats to see Ben Solly on the 17th if you aren't doing that whole St. Patty's Day thing, and Melissa Manchester on the 21st at Ram's Head On Stage. And as for the Wing Fest, I only have a handful of tickets, so we're going to give out single tickets. So basically, if you're going with a friend, we cut your ticket bill in half. Still not too bad. Anyhow, if any of that interests you, send me an email or a DM and I will pick some winners. Oh, by the way, that Wing Festival is on April 2nd. And you do want to make sure that you check out all the other great shows coming up at ramsheadonstage.com. Podcast news. Well, I'll tell you, we're running a little bit long today, so I'm just going to say make sure that you check out the bonus pod we dropped yesterday with the Annapolis Film Festival. And that final clip from Senator Astle, I'm going to slide it in tomorrow, but his episode will release tomorrow at noon. All right, that is it for the news. But first, a quick thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Buster Company, Rehab to Perform, and Alpha Engineering. So now hang tight. George Young from DCMDVA Weather is standing by with your locally forecast weather report. All of that in just a bit.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company.
Cleaning your house out to sell it in the near future or next year? I think Rob Tim is the best tagline at the end of his shows when he says,
"Do good deeds."
Rob, we're taking you up on it. Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt. If spring fever has turned into spring cleaning, don't worry. We've got you covered. On Saturday, March 19th, we are hosting a free spring cleanup event for WRNR listeners at Northrop Realty on Bestgate Road. Bring up to 4 boxes of paper to shred, along with donations for the SPCA of old towels, bedding, and pet supplies. Plus, we are collecting used books for Books for International Goodwill. Stop by and say hi and get to know us. We want to get to know you. Join us at our spring cleaning event on Saturday, March 19th, 9 a.m. to noon at our Northrop Realty office at 900 Bestgate Road in Annapolis. See you there.
That's another moving moment with Kristi Neidhardt of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company. To get in touch, call 410-599-1370 or visit kn-team.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, March 15th. Nice start to the work and school week yesterday for the Annapolis region, especially coming off of the wintry weekend preceding it, and the rest of the week should get even better. Look for plenty of sunshine each day today through Friday, with highs well into the 60s today through Thursday, with a good chance we see 70-plus degrees 4 p.m. highs this Friday, before dropping back into the lower mid-60s for the weekend as a frontal boundary moves through and possibly brings more rain showers. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, as well as through our website at dcmdvaweather.info. And definitely download our DCMDVA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. A lot of people ask me, what will it cost me to go solar? But the bigger question you should be asking is, what will it cost me not to go solar? That's right, the status quo is costing you money. The average size system we're installing today delivers a net savings of over $41,000 over the 25-year warranted lifespan of the solar panels. That's $41,000 you might be leaving on the table by not going solar. Of course, solar is not right for every home, but the vast majority of homes can offset 50 to 100% of their current electricity usage with solar. Now that's substantial. Want to find out if you could be leaving $41,000 or more on the table? Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's are wasted.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.